Hi, so today is doll number 8. Doll number 8 is actually Taeyang doll. He obviously is my first Taeyang doll that I bought, and he is at the moment the only one. I do want to get a couple more at some point, but I tend to always go for pull-up dolls, so there's never the money left to get another Taeyang doll. So he's kind of a lonely guy at the moment. Well, not lonely. He has Meg. This is Meg's better half. They are very much in love. But yeah, he's the only boy around the place at the moment. So, he is a Taeyang lead or lead or something along those lines. I wanted him because I feel that out of all of the Taeyangs, he has one of the more masculine face-ups. I'm not a massive fan of how girly Taeyang dolls look. I prefer my men to be a bit more manly looking. But out of all of them, I felt that he was the one who had the most sort of masculine face, so there's no like makeup or anything like that. So that was why I wanted him. He actually arrived home on the 1st of June 2011, which was the same day as Polly. I ordered them both off of Pull-Up Style because I could save on shipping if I ordered 2 at the same time. And Mike, the guy on Pull-Up Style, is a really helpful guy, and he actually put him by for me for a little while because I didn't have quite enough money to order both. So he's really helpful, really good guy. So Jake is same sort of styling as Meg, really. He's a bit of an emo guy. He has got, he's been re-wigged and re-chipped, same with all of my dolls. Lead stock wig, I really didn't like it. I don't particularly like long hair on guys anyway. That's just my personal preference. And because of the fact that Taeyang dolls look so feminine in the first place, I just felt that him also having a long wig was just not going to work. So I wanted to replace it, and it was really kind of dry and horrible straight out of the box. So he's wearing a brown fur wig. You can just sort of see it peeking out from underneath his hat. And I also re-chipped him, same as I do with all my dolls again, with a nice green, he's got green cabochons in on there, glass cabochons. So he is emo style, and he's wearing, his t-shirt is actually my Issel Mayo's stock t-shirt. He's wearing Ken jeans, and then he's wearing Mayo's stock belt as well, which I was thrilled to bits with because it's really hard to get nice quality belts in this kind of scale and size, and this one is really cool with like the studs on. It suits his style absolutely perfectly, so I was really happy with that. And his shoes, I love these shoes, they are just so cool. I was so glad to find them. They are Ken ones. I don't know if you can see them very well, it's being a bit rubbish. They are like checked across the top, black and white checks, and they're like loafer style, and I thought they were really great for his kind of style and really perfect. They're a little bit of a nightmare to get on and off. I have kind of cut slices in the back to make it a bit easier, although I haven't in that one. But what I tend to do is just remove his feet when I'm changing him and just leave them on, because I'm not too worried about anything terrible happening to his feet, because I will likely never change him out of these shoes because they're just too perfect for him, really. So yeah, they just kind of stay on all the time. He also has some like band things around his wrists. These are, there seems to be a massive trend in the UK at the moment for making rainbow loom bracelets, and it's basically kids buy these little plastic loom things with the loads of these coloured bands and make up like multicoloured bracelets. We sell loads of them at work, and one of the packs split on one of them, so I decided I might steal a couple just to like put on my dolls, and I think they look quite cool on him. He is on his stock body still. I'm not a massive fan of the Ibitsu male bodies just because I find them really kind of slim. I know they're supposed to be slim, but I just prefer, because obviously they're quite feminine looking, I prefer them to keep, I prefer the stock body because it's a lot more masculine looking and a lot sort of more chunky looking. So he is still on his stock body, which is really creaky. That's so bad, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah. I would like to give him some tattoos at some point. I think he would look really awesome with like purple flames going up his arms or something like that. I think he should have at least one arm that's like an entire sleeve, but it's another one of those things that I don't really get around to doing. And I'm a little bit worried about making a mess of it as well. And also I'm not entirely sure how it would take on this kind of plastic, because he's quite a shiny sort of plastic, so I don't know if it would stay on particularly well. But it's something that I would like to do one day, and I think would look really cool on him and would really like enhance his character and his styling. Story-wise and character-wise, Jake is, again, he's Meg's other half, and he is the one that kind of like mellows Meg down because she's quite bolshy and determined, and he is a lot more sort of laid back. He's a really nice kind of guy. He's kind of happy to go along with whatever's happening, really, so he kind of like calms her down a little bit. His backstory is that he works in an alternative music store selling music and musical instruments and things like that, and he also plays electric guitar and is in a band. So that is Jake. I would like to get him some clothes made because it is really hard to get clothes for Taeyang dolls, and I can actually make t-shirts myself and hoodies and long sleeve tops. I have only gotten around to making him a couple of t-shirts and one hoodie so far, but I would like to get him like a really solid wardrobe up together, and I would also really like to make him some jeans because these Ken jeans, they fit okay, but if you pull them down so that they fit properly around his ankles, then he kind of, they're just far too low at the front, and if you pull them up to the right place at the front, they look like ankle bashers at the bottom, and they're just a bit kind of loose. I would really like to make him some skinny jeans. I think skinny jeans would be absolutely perfect for him, but it's just a case of trying to get the pattern up together so that it fits in properly. It's just a faffy thing to do, and I'm not a very patient kind of person, so hopefully I will get around to doing it at some point though, because I would also really like to sell skinny jeans in my Etsy store where I sell doll clothes. So yeah, so that is Jake. My first and only so far Taeyang doll, but I'm hoping to have at least one more in the future, although I did actually mention a future one in a previous video, didn't I? There is a future one in the works, and I'm hoping to maybe have one or two more after that as well. So yeah, that is Jake. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!